assuming something did go wrong, but he just didn't want to reveal that to anybody. We looked each other in the face. We had a conversation about it. And I'm one of the few people that can look him in the face and cuss his ass out if it comes to that. And he'll stand right there and listen to me.
That is it, confirming that they are conducting what they're deeming law enforcement action, which could indicate search warrants being conducted there, could indicate arrests being conducted. We just don't know at this hour specifically what that law enforcement action is.
Ladies and gentlemen, chaos broke out. And I'm not talking about legit, bona fide boxing, pure boxing chaos. I'm talking about the kind of stuff that's just embarrassing. Look at this here, please.
Stephen A. Smith didn't hold back when he spoke about the latest news involving Floyd Mayweather, with reports saying that Mayweather's assets are frozen in a $42 million zero-cents fraud case. The outspoken ESPN analyst gave a strong reaction that got attention in both the sports and money world. Known for always speaking his mind, Smith talked about Mayweather's flashy lifestyle, risky business deals, and how years of spending without control may have led to this situation. As more details of the scandal come out, Smith's strong words showed the same shock that many fans and critics are feeling, adding another moment to the dramatic fall of one of boxing's most talked about figures.
Kind of sold that. It was great marketing. He's not a boxer, but hey, he was a knockout artist in the UFC. I get it. John Gotti III, I don't know anything about him. I'm not trying to disrespect him. And yes, I'm being smart. I'm not trying to disrespect the grandson of a mobster. Fair enough. But what I'm trying to say is this. When you're great, when you're elite, not just anybody deserves to be in your pristine space. And what I mean by that is I'm not talking about on the street, anything like that. Boxing is your thing.
In October 2024, Mayweather shared news about a big real estate deal. He bought over 60 multifamily buildings in Upper Manhattan with around 1,000 rental units for $42 million, 0 cents. The seller, Black Spruce Management, is a well-known name in New York's real estate market. This deal was shown as a step to offer affordable housing and to grow Mayweather's investments outside of boxing. However, property records did not show that full ownership was transferred to Mayweather. Some analysts believe he may have only bought a small share, with plans to expand later. Also, Mayweather's real estate company, Veta Properties, has not shared the full details of the deal with the public.
Boy, I hope the $402 million ain't left his bank account yet, then. I remember Floyd was on a talk show. I think 50 Cent posted that as well. And he said something like, they say, if you know how much money you got, then you don't really got enough money. So they say, if you know how many buildings you got, then you ain't got enough buildings. ¿Cómo? Who told you that? I hope your real estate broker or investor, whoever handles this real estate, I hope they ain't tell you that.
Making things more complicated, Mayweather gave credit to Jonah Rechnitz, a convicted felon linked to a federal corruption case, as an important supporter in his business deals. This connection has raised more questions about whether his real estate investments are fully trustworthy.
First investment was real estate, commercial real estate, skyscrapers actually. So what I did was this. It started off with $5 million. Put up $5 million, I was getting $50,000 a month. On every 18th, every month, it was paying off.
You like the cash flow?
Yes, for years. So I said, okay, if it's paying off like this then, and I gave him 7 figures, I said, I'm not gonna even give him 8 figures. I went and gave him 9 figures. If it's something that I know is paying off, lucrative and heavy, I gotta go with it. Roll the dice, take a chance. You only got one life.
Mayweather Jr. recently spoke out about the rumors that his $42 million 0-cent investment caused him money problems. He said he bought 62 buildings in Manhattan on his own, using only his own money, and added, "I used my own money and no one else is in on this." In a big legal loss, a U.S. appellate court confirmed a ruling that Mayweather must pay $2,400,000 0 cents to the Nigerian company Zini Media Concept Limited. The issue came from a 2017 deal where Mayweather was supposed to appear in Africa, including Nigeria, but he didn't go and didn't return the advance payment. Even after many efforts by Zini Media to get the money back, Mayweather didn't pay, which led to a lawsuit claiming breach of contract, unjust enrichment, and fraud. Mayweather's money problems also include claims that he didn't pay some debts. In one case, a Las Vegas jewelry company sued him for a $1,400,000 0-cents diamond necklace, saying he paid part of it but didn't pay the rest. In another case, he and rapper Tyga were sued for $4 million 0 cents over unpaid luxury watches and jewelry. The people who filed the case said Mayweather showed off the items in public without fully paying for them.
Arnold Schwarzenegger, limited edition AP, all factory, 1.8 million right here. The $20 bills section. We like to call this the Andrew Jackson section, but I like to call it wallpaper. 200,000 in 20s. I heard in the song you can get the biggest Chanel bag in the store if you want it. Well, this is the biggest Chanel bag in the world. I got this bag from Karl Lagerfeld. R.I.P. May he rest in peace. Money getting motherfucker like myself, always showing out, always talking shit. Like 1.8 million, you know how it is. Check it out. Let them know it's all hundreds. Money made all motherfucking day.
In a recent case, Mayweather promoted a new token with Sahil Arora, a person connected to several celebrity-backed cryptocurrency scams. Blockchain investigator Zach Expen pointed out that Mayweather was directly linked to at least 3 crypto rug pulls, where developers leave the project after taking investors' money. This pattern of promoting risky crypto projects has made many people worried about Mayweather's role in possible scams.
Mr. I don't lose at nothing is back.
Correction, Mr. just got unbanned from scamming is back. This time, he's selling NFTs. Now, I'm going to tell you guys this is an obvious scam if you can just read the signs, but since Floyd can't read, I'm going to explain it to you all by telling you the history of Floyd Money Mayweather and crypto. Our story starts in 2018 when Floyd Mayweather was banned for 3 years from promoting securities after scamming his fans with an ICO called Cintratec. He was promoting tons of these ICO scams at the time, and he also narrowly avoided an ICO fraud lawsuit for the same thing under the defense that he wasn't actually influential enough to convince people to buy the scam. And now that it's 2022, his 3-year securities ban is over and he's back to scamming again. He's currently being sued once again for his promotion of Ethereum Max alongside Kim Kardashian, and also has gotten really into NFTs.
And if you in the NFT world and you betting on me, you will never lose. But what I need you to do right now, go get Mayweatherverse. That's my new NFT. I've been working on that for months. If I win, you win.
Now, it's pretty obvious from these comments that Floyd has learned nothing after not reading the SEC settlement. So maybe that's why he tells us we can't lose by betting on him. So let's put that to the test with his last 3 NFT projects.
I'm dropping my NFT tonight. FloydNFT.com, August 10th. Go get it right now.
Mayweather's role in promoting the cryptocurrency Ethereum Max has also raised questions. Along with other celebrities, he was sued in a class action case that claimed they gave false and misleading information to investors, which caused people to lose a lot of money when the token's value dropped. ESPN analyst Stephen A. Smith has openly talked about Mayweather's money problems. In a recent show, Smith spoke against Mayweather's flashy lifestyle and the way he handled his money, saying he's done.
Beyond the glitz and glamour, the flossing, the pomp and circumstances surrounding everything that culminated in Saturday night's Mayweather versus McGregor fight, there were a few sightings that were relatively low-key in comparison, but more significant than many may realize. At the weigh-in, there was a 2-time NBA champion, Draymond Green, and star guard Paul George. On fight night, of course, there was LeBron James, James Harden, Isaiah Thomas, and a few others. And none of them were there just to pay homage to Mayweather, the fighter. It's the businessman in Mayweather.
He pointed out that Mayweather's spending too much and poor money management have led to his current problems. Smith's comments also bring attention to the bigger issue of financial knowledge and responsibility among athletes who make a lot of money. Stephen A. Smith's report shows that Mayweather still owes over $52 million, 0 cents in back taxes, from 2015 to 2022. The IRS has reportedly started freezing some of his accounts and looking into his assets.
Well, there may be another reason Floyd Mayweather has agreed to fight Conor McGregor. ESPN reporting that Mayweather, get this, still has not paid his taxes for 2015. We don't know how much money Mayweather owes, but he's asking the IRS for a break until The fight, the end of August, Mayweather made about $220 million from his fight with Manny Pacquiao. That was back in 2015. He's expected to make about that much for the McGregor fight. Maybe he should have stayed retired and paid his taxes.
Yeah, paying taxes, usually that catches up with you if you don't do that.
Over the years, Mayweather fought in some of the biggest money-making matches in boxing. His 2015 fight with Manny Pacquiao made over $600 million, 0 cents. And 2 years later, his match against UFC star Conor McGregor brought in another $300 million, 0 cents. At one point, Forbes named him the highest-paid athlete in the world. But as Stephen A. Smith boldly said, it doesn't matter how much money you make if you spend like you'll never run out.
Beyond the glitz and glamour, the flossing, the pomp and circumstances surrounding everything that culminated in Saturday night's Mayweather versus McGregor fight, there were a few sightings that were relatively low-key in comparison, but more significant than many may realize. At the weigh-in, there was a two-time NBA champion, Draymond Green, and star guard Paul George. On fight night, of course, there was LeBron James, James Harden, Isaiah Thomas, and a few others. And none of them were there just to pay homage to Mayweather, the fighter. It's the businessman in Mayweather they actually love even more. As the sun clearly set on the boxing career of Mayweather, many can reflect on a lot of things about the man. He wasn't a Mike Tyson-like knockout artist, or even Tommy the Hitman Hearns. To many, he wasn't even Sugar Ray Leonard. He certainly can't be confused with Muhammad Ali or any other fighter who's ever been socially conscious. No doubt he was guilty of domestic violence, as our very own The Undefeated accurately pointed out. He definitely had his share of boring fights that didn't give the people what they actually wanted to see. But that ain't the legacy these athletes are paying attention to.
Mayweather's lifestyle wasn't just about luxury. It was about excess, something rarely seen even among the richest athletes. His spending became a big part of his brand, with every purchase and post meant to show the world he was truly Money Mayweather. From hopping on private jets like they were taxis, to driving around in fleets of Bugattis and Rolls Royces, he made sure everyone saw his life of pure opulence.
Why fight Logan Paul?
Name another boxer besides myself that's more famous than Logan Paul.
Tyson Fury?
What? I want you to look up Tyson Fury, how many followers, and look up how many followers Logan Paul has.
Logan Paul, 56 million. Tyson Fury, 4 million.
So 50 compared to 4 something. I can fight a fighter right now, guarantee myself 35 million. Or me and Logan Paul can go out and entertain and have fun and make 100 million or more. So if you were me, you gotta look at 35 million for 12 rounds and 100 for 6 rounds. Big difference.
During a heated episode of First Take, Stephen A. Smith didn't hold back. I've seen the documents. I've spoken to the people. I'm telling y'all, Floyd Mayweather is in serious trouble, he said, looking into the camera with his usual intensity. Smith went on, this ain't just rumors anymore. The IRS wants him. Creditors are chasing him. He's liquidating assets left and right. And what's worse, he ain't got the fight money anymore to bail himself out. The controversy over Mayweather's money troubles caught the attention of his peers. Boxing legend Oscar De La Hoya, who has always criticized Mayweather, used the moment to publicly call him out. In a lighthearted yet sharp remark, De La Hoya laughed at Mayweather's ongoing exhibition matches and suggested it might be time for him to stop.
Floyd Mayweather fought another exhibition against Gotti last Saturday. A real the crowd booing in the arena at the end. But in the middle of the second round, Floyd literally had the referee swapped out. He didn't like that the referee told him to stop hitting behind the head. Floyd is used to having the refs do whatever he wants, and he wasn't getting his way this time. It was so embarrassing. Floyd, you're 50 years old. You're a legend in the sport. I've stood up for you in countless interviews, including Shannon Sharp's podcast last week. But you have to stop embarrassing yourself with these exhibitions. I know life is hard. I know life is expensive. But come on, dude, put your legacy first. Nobody wants to remember you like this. And it gets worse. Your jeweler filed a lawsuit against you in Miami. And many are saying you're gonna have to sell off your assets. I hate seeing this happen, bro.
Floyd Mayweather Jr.'s current legal and financial troubles serve as a warning about the need for good money management and responsibility. While his achievements in the boxing ring are clear, the issues surrounding his life after retirement highlight the challenges athletes face in handling their wealth and public image.
Turns out that the rumors were true and Floyd Mayweather has been trapped in Dubai for the last 50 days. Gervonta Davis was the first to claim it. Now multiple insider sources have confirmed that he is in fact trapped in Dubai for a debt that has nothing to do with boxing. After doing a little digging, it seems that someone in his camp, while he was shopping for jewelry in Dubai, stole one of the pieces, got away with it, and then blocked all communication with Mayweather. Since then, Floyd has already paid for the jewelry, but they refuse to let him go until they get their piece back. And allegedly, this guy right here is the thief that started this whole mess.
What do you think about Stephen A. Smith's strong comments on Floyd Mayweather's alleged real estate fraud? Thanks for watching. Like, subscribe, and stay informed. Stay tuned for more updates, and let's keep our news accurate.